Hello and welcome to the week ahead video. Just a couple of things to brief you on ahead the next 5 trading days. Then it's likely to get off to a slow start due to US President's Day. As such, all US floor trade on Monday's session is closed for the entirety of the day's business. However, on the front in Europe, Matteo Renzi, the head of the centre-left Democratic Party in Italy, has now officially been given the mandate from the Italian President Napolitano with which to officially form the 65th government since World War II in Italy and the 4th in just 2 years. So is now expected to enter negotiations with his centre-left and centre-right counterparts in order to form a stable cabinet with which to push through not just electoral and labour reforms, but also some really crucial reforms in regards to the economy, which has been reflected as recently as Friday, where Moody's revised the Italian Baa2 sovereign rating outlook to stable from negative. And it is crucial that they keep on track with these reforms if they are to gain any further territory in regards to sovereign credit worthiness. Then over in the central banks this week, we've got some key releases. Starting off with the Bank of Japan, they're expected to make no change to their monetary policy as inflation continues to creep up towards the BOJ's target, filtering through into inflation and therefore wage expectations over in Japan. Then from the FOMC, we have their minutes from their latest meeting. They're expected to reiterate what we heard from Janet Yellen at her semi-annual testimony last week. That is that the emerging market turmoil we've seen since the beginning of the year is not necessarily just down to the QE taper, and they are likely to reiterate their data dependency, but they have already shown that it will take a significant data miss in order to take the Fed off the track of a $10 billion taper at every meeting. And then we also have the BOE minutes for the latest meeting. This will have the vote in it for the quarterly inflation report revision to their forward guidance. That's expected unanimous, as it's pretty well known that all 9 members of the MPC will not have wanted to raise rates if the jobless rate does fall through 7.0%, which it may well do at this week's releases. That's due on Wednesday. And then just to round things off, we do have some further releases towards the end of the week, the like of UK retail sales and the latest UK inflation data. But all in all, a relatively quiet week given this slow start and the lack of Tier 1 releases in comparison to the last couple of weeks and the slowdown of earnings season, both in the US and Europe. As always though, I hope you have a fantastic 5 days of trade, and I'll see you again on Friday to wrap up the week's releases.